Dan George with Eddie Hearn. Eddie, just a few questions about the undercard today. Taylor Bevan, 4 fights, 4 wins, 4 knockouts. He's on fire, isn't he?
He's looking really good. I mean, it's. They said, at what point do you get excited about Taylor Bevan? I'm like, about a year ago. The support is unbelievable. Like the shot selection, the performances. And he said, I wasn't very happy with my performance tonight. I was like, why? He said, I said, mate, you just stopped a guy. That guy beat Palacios, who just had a war with Katiev. Like he's a tough man. I thought the stoppage was actually a little bit early, but it was only going one way, and just looks really, really good. And I almost want to fast forward the career of Taylor Bevan, but you have to give him, the learning of going through 6 and 8 rounds and 10. But I really want him to be there now because I think he's good enough, and looking forward to the future.
Have you known someone this early on in their career? I mean, I'm sure there's been a few, but it's a rare case to have this much support this early on, right?
Yeah, especially travelling. Do you know what I mean? Especially fighting so regularly. Like normally you'd have a lot of people turn up for your debut, and then second fight, a few more, and then third fight you're like, well, he's just basically knocking people out now, so I'll miss this one. But they're like consistently coming, and there will be an announcement this week about his next fight, and it will be down on the south coast, which is really nice for him, and just gives them a chance of not just. I think they love the away days, by the way. But if you're bringing 250 people tonight to London, when you go down and fight in Portsmouth Bournemouth or Southampton, you're going to do 500, 600, 700, and when you're headlining, you're going to be filling that place down there, and he's got massive potential.
Is this something we could expect a headline show potentially? You said maybe this summer.
Yeah, not for him, but he'll be on a card down there in Bournemouth. It'll be announced this week, and like I say, just keep building that fan base. I think they're all loving the away days, to be honest with you. I saw them out all in the square today, like around the Olympic Park.
The t-shirts on.
Yeah, exactly, and it's great, and they're following someone that has massive potential.
Giorgio Visioli's here tonight. Yeah. He's kicked back, enjoying himself a little bit with the cameras and the broadcast. Yeah. He's back out in Birmingham. How excited are you to see him continue to step up after a really impressive performance against Kane Baker?
Another incredible talent. I said going into that Kane Baker fight, that fight's going to be a mismatch. And everyone was saying, no, it's a real tough fight. I said it won't be. Giorgio is levels above. And again, same thing with him. I just want to fast forward it. I know he's got to go through these levels, but he's going to breeze through them. And I'm looking forward to him being in the 10 and 12 round fights. I believe he's a world champion in waiting.
And he seems to have reached out to the American market as well.
Yeah, I know, Curiel Moton, we're upsetting them. He gave him a good bashing in sparring, and they didn't seem to like it. So, like I said, he has unbelievable ability, and can't wait for the future.
We've seen the EBU and the British Boxing Board of Control have published on their websites this week that Ryan Garner will fight Reece Bellotti this summer down in Bournemouth. Of course, still no official announcement from the promotional companies, but from your point of view, that's a brilliant fight, right?
Yeah, for sure. Bellotti's our guy. We have been in talks with Queensberry. We'll let them make the announcement, and that will be, hopefully, if that happens, Taylor Bevan will be on that card. So it's a great fight. I really like the atmosphere when you go down to pockets that don't always get the chance to have championship boxing. So great fight, and a big event for the South Coast.
2 tremendous engines, like the guys, they can just go, can't they?
It'll be a hell of a might
And hopefully might be able to see you down on Bournemouth Beach.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I might better go for a few more runs, but we'll see you in July.
Awesome, look forward to it.